Well, hello, my beautiful friends. It is I, Suzanne Harper, wig addict, here today to show you another style from the Rene Of Paris Muse collection. This is Breezy Waves in the color Lunar Haze. This is not a lace front wig. This is a traditional cap. But I want to show you something about this cap. Okay? Do you see how they carry the roots, the dark roots, to the very edge of the cap? So all the way around the hairline, you are going to have the darker roots. This is fantastic because say if the wind blows your hair back, I mean, it's kind of a stretch. I don't think it would. You have the darker rooting, and it's very hard to tell whether that is your natural hair or a wig cap. Okay? So, very good idea on their part. And they carry that dark rooting throughout the rim of the whole cap. So let's talk about her cap construction. Same cap. The only difference is it's a different color. Dusty Rose, Lunar Haze. This cap, as you can see right from the get-go, there is no lace front because there is no lace front necessary. But I do want to draw your attention to the fact that she's got the dark rooting right up against the wig cap all the way around throughout the whole cap. The same way on this wig. And what's so great about this, you see how everything is rooted. The best part of that is if the cap falls a little short on you, the rooting is going to save you. It kind of makes the average size cap more available to more circumference sizes. I'm not really sure why this is enclosed. I don't feel any permatease or anything underneath this. The only thing I can think of is maybe those fibers are hand tied under there. I have not read that. I'm going to say don't quote me on that because I'm not really sure why this is closed. But the rest of the cap is open wefted. It has a velvet extended nape, Velcro extenders, and the ear tabs are also made out of velvet. A very nicely constructed cap with lots and lots of stretch. Boy, it would be hard. It would be a hard choice if you had to choose between one or the other. So I always say, why not have the best of both worlds and order both? Yeah. So she is available if you're interested. I will leave a link in the description where you can order any version of Breezy Waves that your little heart desires. So what is the best way to maintain this beautiful wave pattern in your wigs? Number one, you don't ever want to brush through it. You always want to use a wide tooth comb and just lift. You're going to get tremendous volume. And if you want to style your bangs, just scratch. Just scratch. This will lift those bangs right off the wig cap. Now, depending on how you store this wig, if you keep it in the box, what I would do before putting it on is to hang it upside down, mist it, scrunch a little bit, let it air dry, then flip it over and put her on, and it's going to wake up the volume. And it's going to wake up the wave pattern. Wow, how cute is that? This is a heat defiant fiber, but there again, I do want to caution you against using a flat iron on this fiber. You certainly can. Okay, or you can just buy a straight wig, which is what I recommend. Because once you flat iron the wave pattern out of this wig, it's never going to go back to what it was originally. Yeah, you might be able to curling iron a wave pattern back in, but it's never going to be the same wave pattern that the manufacturer baked into this style when they made the wig. So keep that in mind. Yeah. Heat defiant is definitely a plus, but if it were up to me, I would not change the wave pattern on this wig at all. Just my personal preference. I did shoot a little video outside. I wanted to take you out to show you how this color looks in different light situations. I am going to be on my patio in a shaded area. I have a covered patio, so I'm in the shade. It looks a lot darker than I expected the footage to look, but I think it's worth letting you see it so you can see how the color will look on you at different times of the day. I'm also going to show you how she looks in indirect sunlight and direct sunlight. So let's go outside. Okay, so as you can see, you can easily wear your sunglasses with this wig. There's plenty of room. Breezy Waves by Rene Of Paris in the color Lunar Haze. How do you like that color? And no lace front, it's a regular basic cap. My neighbor's probably looking out her window going, what is that weird lady next door doing now? Yeah, she's always out in her yard with different hair. Yeah, that's me, different hair. I've always wanted to try lavender hair. And so the opportunity presented itself and boom. You know, if you watched my last video, I was teetering on making the buying decision. Well, you know, it doesn't take much to convince me to buy a new wig. So here it is. This is Lunar Haze. And Lunar Haze comes on a dark brown base. And it's the most beautiful combination of orchid and lavender. Don't you just love her? Well, I do. I think the first thing I want to show you is how she looks from every angle. I'm sure there's a lot of movement in the back. Just a fun style. Could you pull it? Could you tuck the sides? Yes. You can tuck the sides, and here's why. You've got this dark rooting on the edge of the wig cap, and maybe you've got dark bio hair. Guess what? It's going to work. Okay. That is kind of cute tucked. It's a little more casual. Yeah. I likey. And what if I wanted to just tuck one side? Certainly could do that. That can definitely work. That'll work. How cute is that? And, you know, like I say, even if you have darker bio hair showing, who cares? Who's the wiser? Look, darker around the edge of the cap. It's genius. Yeah, you can also use something like, I don't know if you've seen these. These are hairpins that are embellished. You can certainly stick these in. And you have just a little bit of sparkle. Just some sparkle, and you're like, where's that sparkle even coming from? Look at that. Well, there you are. I'm just going to stick a clip in there. Well, look, you certainly could. You certainly could. You know, those bangs are so nicely face framing. Look at how they accentuate your cheekbones and draw the eye upwards. That is because of the way they're cut, framing your face and your cheekbones. Good job, Rene Of Paris. I'm loving this. I am just loving it. And you know, I always recommend putting a little break in the fringe or the bangs, because when you do that, you're opening up your face, okay? When they're all flat down in your forehead, your eye is not going up the way it should. Your eye is more drawn downward. See the difference? So yeah, open up your face. Invite friends in. There you go. And invite their eyes to go up, because eventually you'll get this business going on down here. You don't want them paying attention to that. You just want this to be your focal point. This and this fabulous hair. Just a little bit more about the cap. It is an average size cap. My circumference is 22.5 inches. Yeah, I'm a big girl with a big head, all right? But that should not prevent me from enjoying any wig style I want. And because of the dark rooting, I can. Okay, this is where the ear tab comes to on me. This is my bio hair. This up here is the edge of the cap and the dark rooting. So you see how well that blends in. Nobody would know. And I really want to hand it to Rene Of Paris for doing that. I had an embellishment in there I didn't even know about. That makes this wig available to so many more wig wearers with larger circumferences. So if you're a 22-inch circumference or maybe a little bit bigger like me, you will have no problem wearing this wig. And if you're interested in owning your own Breezy waves in the color Lunar Haze, this beautiful lilac and lavender color, just click in the link in the description and you can order her, or you can order Dusty Rose. Same beautiful style in another fabulous color. You know, it's a hard decision. It's a very hard decision. Let's look at this. Look at that wave pattern. That fantastic? Wow. You know, personally, I'd have to have both of these. I would have to have both. I'm sorry, it's just who I am. I am a wig addict. I've told you that. And no shame if you are one too. Pick up both of these. You will not be sorry. So my name is Suzanne Harper, and I'm so glad you joined me today. Please give me a like if you've enjoyed the video, and I'd love to have you join the community if you want to subscribe to the channel of your fellow wig sisters and any wig wearing community. You are all loved and welcome. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you in the next one. Mwah. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.